Hello everybody, this is BadBoyHalo with the Saints Games, and let me tell you a little bit about the new MC PvP game mode, Maze Runner. The Maze Runner game mode is currently based off the novel The Maze Runner by James Dashner, and it is currently in its beta form, so there's still a bunch of features that we have planned to add to it, but here are the basics of what you need to know about how to play Maze Runner. First, when you join a Maze Runner game, you're going to be put into a lobby with all the other players for that game. During this time, you can set up a team by doing /team and then the team name. In order to get other players to join your team, they just have to do the same command as well. So you can build up a team of whatever name you want, and then when the game starts, it'll put all of those players on the same team. After the game is started, you'll be teleported to your base with your team. The base is made up of 5 main areas: the house, the wood yard where you can cut down trees, the farm where you can grow crops, and the animal pen where you can keep your animals. And then in the very center, you'll have an ender chest. The ender chest in your base is the only one that will work for you. It will not work for any other players, and other teams' ender chest will not work for you. It is very important to check the ender chest every morning and when you first appear in your base, because it'll contain items to help you when trying to kill the other team. There are currently 2 ways to win the game. The first is to kill or eliminate all the other teams, and you can do that by either killing all of the enemy's princesses or by killing all of their teammates. If you kill an enemy team's princess or their teammates and you kill all of them, then that team will be eliminated and you'll be one step closer to victory. That is why it is super important to keep your princess safe, and you can pick her up by right-clicking her, and you can carry her around your base or into the maze if you want. The second way to win Maze Runner is much more difficult. In the center of the map, there is a griever hole, and if you go into the griever hole, it'll teleport you to the griever's world, where if you go all the way to the end of it, you'll find the griever boss, who is really strong, and if you and your team manage to kill him, then your team will win Maze Runner. The maze in Maze Runner is generated randomly, but you will always find a path from your base to another base if you look hard enough. All of the bases go around in a rough square, and then in the very center of all the bases is where the griever hole lies. The best strategy, if you decide to go in the maze, is to find out where the griever hole is, or find out where another team's base is, so you can figure out your position in the overall maze. Once you've figured out where your base is, it's very easy to find which direction you need to go to hit the other bases in order to kill them. It is very important to keep a mental map in your head, or to keep a diagram somehow of where your base is in relation to the others, so that you can go and kill the other teams efficiently. If you do decide to go into the maze, one of the things you'll notice is that there are chests scattered randomly throughout the maze. These chests can contain things like diamond armor or extra food to help you kill the other teams. It's very important that when you're looking for these chests, though, to stay alert and keep track of the time, because when nighttime comes, that's when the grievers come out. Grievers are monsters that inhabit the maze, and if they find you, they will make it very difficult for you to stay alive. Luckily, the doors on your base stay closed during the night when the grievers come out, and so they'll keep the grievers outside of your base. However, if you're trapped outside in the maze during the nighttime, it's going to be very hard to kill the grievers and stay alive till the sun comes up. Also know that after the 3rd night, the doors to the bases will no longer close, so it'll be very difficult to avoid the grievers then. A couple more tips for those of you who decide to go take on the Maze Runner challenge. If you leave your princess alone for too long, it is possible that she will die and your team will be killed anyway, so always keep an eye on your princess and make sure you keep her hunger up, otherwise she'll die of starvation. If you'd like to play on the Maze Runner server, you can check it out at mc-maze.com, or you can connect to the mcpvp.com hub and go in that way at mcpvp.com. That's all for this video, everybody. See you next time.